WWE Netflix. On January 6th, WWE begins their Netflix Monday Night Raw era, and I am super excited for it. If you are not excited for that, are you even a wrestling fan? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. We are talking about Monday Night Raw moving to Netflix. This is going to be an exciting night. My intro might have been a little aggressive, but it's true. Are you even a wrestling fan if you're not excited for this? Like, this is going to be amazing. Everything that they can do on Netflix, so it's unlimited. Who knows? They don't have to worry about time constraints because it's live streaming on an app. It's not like they have to worry about finishing their show on time because the next show is coming up. No, they could do whatever they want. The question will be, will they, though? Will they do whatever they want? Literally, I mean, they can do whatever they want. So, what will WWE do? What will they do on Monday Night Raw? We're going to go over some of the things that have been announced, maybe some ideas and predictions of where things might lead. We've already seen that The Rock has announced that he'll be there on Monday Night Raw on Netflix for the first night. Cody Rhodes is supposed to be there. John Cena will be there. The matches we're going to have. Let's get into a little bit of maybe some predictions. I don't know. I guess we'll do some predictions. I don't know. I kind of just started this video, just thinking I'm just going to talk about Raw, but then my mind travels 1,000 places. So let's get into what has been announced and maybe what we can expect. All right. So this Raw has been built and hyped like it's a PLE. I even have my brother coming over. Like, we're gonna make some food. We're gonna get some snacks. I mean, this is a huge event. This is a humongous event, and the only way that they can screw this up is if Netflix decides to buffer and have its issues like it did with the Mike Tyson fight. I hope that doesn't happen because people are going to be livid. I don't think as many people are going to be watching like the Tyson fight, but either way, I hope Netflix does justice. I hope they do it right. I hope we all enjoy that Monday Night Raw. Some of the matches that's going to happen, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan is one that stands out. If you've been following this channel, you know that I've been an advocate for this feud to end. Like, I'm ready for it to be over. I love Rhea. I love Liv. I liked their feud up until maybe a couple of months ago. I'm just over it at this point. These two women have been feuding with one another for like a year and a half, or 2 years. Just let's move on. Let's do something different here. We got that transfer window happening from between Raw and SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton just became women's champion over on SmackDown. Will they switch champ? Will they move champions over? At first, I was thinking Tiffany would come over to Raw, but and then by doing that, Liv Morgan would jump over to SmackDown. In my mind, I had thought that Liv Morgan would have the title, but the more I thought about it, the way this is going to work, Netflix, Raw and Netflix, this is going to be, WWE knows they're going to be reaching a lot of different new audiences here, right? They know they're going to have a bunch of people watching that either haven't watched in a very long time or haven't never watched, and they're going to want to check it out. So I think WWE is going to use this Monday Night Raw as a way to kind of showcase their biggest stars and let an audience who's not familiar with the product know these specific people are the top people in this company. So if I'm going by that mindset, I think Rhea Ripley is going to beat Liv Morgan. And if she beats Liv Morgan, I don't think Rhea Ripley is going to be moving over to SmackDown. I don't. I think Rhea Ripley wins the Women's Championship. I think she stays on Raw. I think Tiffany Stratton stays on SmackDown, which then, if you follow the way WWE has done things for a while, where they like to keep couples together, married couples together, it makes me feel like Kaiser will be going to SmackDown at some point, just to be there with Tiffany. But Tiffany Stratton, women's champion on SmackDown. I think Rhea is the women's champion on Raw. WWE could tell people who are not familiar with the product, hey, this is Rhea Ripley. She's a humongous star. She's here on Netflix. If you want to watch Rhea Ripley, if you have an interest in Rhea Ripley, stay here on Netflix, and this is where she'll be. She is our champion. So I think that's what's going to happen here. And by doing that, I think Liv Morgan switches shows just so we can get Liv away from Rhea for a little bit. I think Morgan moves over to SmackDown. I think like Dominic goes to SmackDown. I could be wrong about some of this or all of this, but that's just my mind. I think that happens. We have what other matches? We got Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso. Tricky. Some of these matches are tricky for me. I want to say Jey Uso wins this one because again, if I'm going off of the mindset of these are our biggest stars, tune in. I think Jey gets the win on Raw against Drew, but I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that match ends in like a no contest or a DQ or something like that. I don't know. Either that match ends with Jey winning or I'm just completely off on this. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I'm going to say Jey. And if Jey doesn't win, a no DQ or like a double DQ or like a no contest, people get involved, something like that happens. I don't know. That's a tricky one for me. We got big things happening. Cody Rhodes is going to be there, which, again, this is WWE saying, hey, this is the face of our company. He's here on Raw. He's not a permanent here on Raw. He's really on SmackDown. That's an interesting topic to me, Cody Rhodes, because Netflix, there were rumors, there were things about Netflix wanting Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes on Raw. Will they do that? Will they have Cody on Raw? Because if they do, that means Gunther has to go to SmackDown. And if you do that, then the women's championships are off. That means if they want to keep them matching, if Gunther goes to Raw, that means the title that Liv or Rhea will have to be on SmackDown with Gunther. I don't know how they're going to play this. I really don't want to see a situation where the women both like swap titles just to like, hey, this is the women's championship on Raw, but I'm on SmackDown, so give me yours and I give you mine. I don't like when they do that. I hope they don't do that. But something. I think something's going to happen that a lot of people are not expecting here. I think they're gonna want the biggest stacked roster on Raw because it's on Netflix. It's going to reach a wider audience. But I hope by them doing that, I hope they don't count out the SmackDown roster. I hope the SmackDown roster is good too, especially with it moving to 3 hours now. So that's a tough one for me. Cody will be there. If The Rock is going to be there, I don't know how, in what world do you not have The Rock confront Cody Rhodes? Because The Rock, before he left, he did that whole thing where he gave Cody something, he put it in Cody's hand, he told him not to break his heart ever again, or whatever it was. And then he said when he comes back, he's coming back for that WWE Championship, whether Cody has it or not. Cody still has it. So is The Rock coming back and going for Cody Rhodes? Are we going to do a Rock versus Cody at like Royal Rumble? Maybe. No, because Royal Rumble, Cody's facing Kevin Owens. So I don't know. I can see them having a confrontation, and I would love to see The Rock maybe cost Cody Rhodes the WWE Championship at Royal Rumble or something, just to get the title off Cody. And that's down the line. That's a whole different thing. I got my whole mind works already towards the WrestleMania booking and how that's going to shape up leading up to it and all the different avenues they can take. So maybe that's a different video for a different day. But I think right now, The Rock and Cody Rhodes need to have a confrontation, or The Rock needs to get involved in this tribal combat bloodlines, Roman Reigns versus Solo match, which I still don't know who I think is going to win that, but I'm kind of leaning towards Roman Reigns. Maybe we can close the chapter on this. Roman has been going after that Ulafala this whole time. Maybe that's how we close the book. Roman beats Solo Sikoa. He gets the Ulafala, and Roman Reigns can move on with Paul Heyman with him. And Solo can do something else. I don't know what Solo's going to do. Maybe Solo stays on SmackDown and Roman moves to Raw, and we have new rivalries, new feuds, new stories to tell with Roman and other people. And then also Solo's bloodline. Maybe we have different stories to tell with them too. I don't know. That's the fun thing about WWE right now. It's so hard to predict anything. If you talk to me, even 5 years ago, WWE was so predictable, in my opinion, that if you followed me back then and you were listening to me, I would have nailed every prediction because I could just see the writing on the wall. But today, nowadays, and I'm not complaining at all because I love this. I like being wrong on predictions nowadays because it means that it's not predictable. It means that they're doing things that a lot of people aren't expecting, which I love. I love that. So if I'm wrong on all of this, I'm happy with it because I just wanted to see what they do, where they go, what they're thinking, because it's completely different than me. And I love that. I don't like watching something where I know exactly what's going to happen every single time. I like to be surprised. I like to be caught off guard. And if that's what WWE is now, I'm happy with it. We got the big match, and this is what I think is the main event. I heard Michael Cole call it the main event when he was going over the card on SmackDown. Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. Now, I think the way I would do it, I would have CM Punk win this match. And I know a lot of people are going to complain, why are you going to have Seth lose to CM Punk, or you're going to you're going to say that Seth got buried. I don't like the way people think nowadays. I don't like the way wrestling fans think when they say that kind of stuff, because just because you lose a match doesn't mean you're buried. So Seth Rollins losing to CM Punk, by no means at all would that mean that this is over. I think this is going to be one of maybe at least 3 matches between the two, like Punk had with Drew McIntyre. But I say CM Punk beats Seth Rollins, and by doing that, then you can officially have Seth Rollins snap, turn heel, kind of find a way to make him link up and join Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre, like that rumored faction that we all keep hearing about. Maybe this is the way to get Seth in that direction, because so far he's riding that line where he's a good guy technically, but he's coming off very heelish in the past month or so. So I could see Seth losing to CM Punk, and that's what makes him snap. That's what makes him turn heel. I think that'd be a cool way to do it. And I'm going to call CM Punk winning, and this should definitely be the main event. Now we got to get into other things here. John Cena. What's John Cena going to do? I think John Cena is going to show up on Raw. What I would like to see is John Cena announce that he'll be in the Royal Rumble, which I think we all kind of knew was going to happen anyway. I would like to see him that he announced he's going to be in the Royal Rumble. He's going to probably give props to WWE for everything from where they started to where they are now. Joining Netflix, how this is a new era, all this kind of cool stuff. And then what I would like to see is someone come out and kind of, poke the bear almost with John Cena. Someone in my mind that I would like to see do this is like our guy here, Braun Breaker. I would love to see Breaker come out and get in John Cena's face a little bit, kind of tell him that he's like old news, Braun Breaker's the future, that kind of thing. I would love to see that happen, but I'm not mad if The Rock comes out. Like, you can go a bunch of different ways here. I just think something like that for Breaker would be huge. But, you could also have Gunther get in Cena's face. I'm cool with Gunther or Breaker or who else could we throw in this? I don't know. Those are the 2 names that stick out to me right now. Gunther and Braun Breaker getting in the face of Cena when he comes out. Or you can just have Cena come out there and be happy and nobody comes out. But what fun is that? We need something to happen with Cena. I also see Logan Paul's going to be there. Don't know what he's going to do. He's probably just going to come out and cut a promo. He'll probably get in some kind of altercation with someone. I don't know who. Maybe Maybe he's the one that interrupts John Cena. Something like that I feel like is going to happen. I think WWE is going to use this Raw as a way to showcase their top talent, to showcase their faces of their company, but also plant some seeds and get people invested. Maybe kind of toe the line of like reality and scripture and scripted stuff. Like maybe they'll have their plan is to get people to be like, wow, is that supposed to happen, or is this how Raw always is, or is this how WWE is it this personal? Or I think they're going to try to do something like that. Another thing that I kind of want to mention, during the videos, the hype videos for Raw going to Netflix that we've seen, the commercials or whatever, we have seen Becky Lynch in those commercials. I wonder if this is the night where Becky Lynch will show up. That would be interesting. I don't know how she'll do it. Maybe she shows up in Punk and Rollins' match, or if you want to keep them separated, maybe she can show up at the conclusion of Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, something. I think Becky is coming back. I don't think they would put her in that promotional video for no reason. I just don't know at what capacity, and I don't know when, but I feel like it's coming, and I think Monday Night Raw on Netflix first night would be a cool way to get a lot of people talking. All right, my friends, a lot to be excited about. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I ask that you please consider doing so. We would love to have you here. We're building a really great community. This channel has grown a lot since the beginning of 2024, and we're not stopping. We're going to keep it going. I got more things that I have planned for this channel: live streaming, watch-alongs, reaction videos, just to name a few things. I would like to do some sort of gaming thing, some kind of game setup like trivia for WWE 2, something like that. Maybe have some guests on when I start doing my podcast again. So there are things that I'm thinking about, and I would love to have you here to join us because it would be a really fun time. But yeah, please like this video if you haven't yet. My friends, enjoy Monday Night Raw. Please, I'm asking you, like the video, but more importantly, flood my comments, please. I'm not one of those channels that are not going to respond to your comments. Comment on the video. I'm going to respond. Let's get into a conversation. That's what this whole channel is supposed to be about anyway. I want to talk with other wrestling fans. We're all in this together now. We're all fans. We're all friends. So please, comment whatever you want. Let's talk about some WWE stuff. Your predictions, your thoughts, your opinions, your hopes maybe, and let's get into some fun WWE conversations. All right, my friends, enjoy Monday Night Raw. I will see you on the next video. And as always, until we yeet again, stay bitter.